All right, so welcome to week 2 of our Going Deeper series. Going deeper into our yoga practice and taking away some gifts that yoga brings us, our physical practice, and working to move those off the mat and into our everyday lives. So last week we were looking at gratitude, and this week we're going to be looking at generosity. So we're going to begin in a child's pose here. So just let the hips come down over the heels, reach the arms out long, and let your head relax down to the mat. Take a few breaths there, just letting yourself melt down and away. And we're going to start with a little food for thought to fuel our practice tonight. So in a lot of spiritual practices, including yoga, generosity is something that we really focus on. And generosity is defined as giving without obligation, attachment, or expectation. So it's basically the act of giving without expecting or demanding to receive anything back, which is a really commendable and wonderful goal, having a generous and open heart. But of course, as regular people with human desires, it can be difficult when we give our time, our energy, our love out, not to expect anything back. So just giving yourself a little moment to think on that there. Where have you been generous recently? And where have you wanted to add to that capacity for generosity? It's perfectly okay and natural to desire things in return for the things that we put out into the world and into other people. But if we want to keep trying to build that capacity for generosity, you can just start step by step, maybe accepting back commitment, community, appreciation, or even just time from others, as those are all really great returns in themselves. Moving that thought onto your practice tonight. As you come through your poses, I want you to think about being generous with yourself. Because after all, you can't pour from an empty cup. So if you want to expand your generosity out truly, you have to fill yourself up with it. So let's gently lift up onto the hands and knees. Bringing those hands down under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Give yourself a movement side to side. Like a little swish of the tail there. Little movement through the shoulders. Doesn't have to look like anything specific. Feel out the back, see what feels good there. Just let yourself move a little bit. Let the head drop, let the neck go soft. And let's come still into the middle and come into our cat-cow poses. Inhaling to round the belly, open the chest to look forward. Take a moment there, feeling the stretch from tail up to the top of the head. And on your next exhale, round the back, tucking the tailbone, dropping the top of the head to point toward the ground. Press through the palms, feel the expansion between the shoulder blades. Let's take a couple rounds of breath, moving between these two. So on an inhale, rounding the belly to look forward. Then on an exhale, arch that spine, press to your cat. And just keep coming between these two. Be generous with the movement. Let yourself come all the way into each stretch. Feel that back moving slowly. Don't worry if you're moving quicker or slower than me. This is all about how you're feeling tonight. Let's take one more breath. And then coming still into the middle, we'll tuck the toes, lift the hips up, coming into your downward facing dog. Take a little slow walk with the feet, letting one heel come down at a time, bending one knee at a time. Looking up between the hands, and we'll walk our way forward, coming to your forward fold. Nice bend into the knees. Let the chest drop to rest over the thighs. Let the hands come down to the mat. Take a little rock forward and back, just kind of feeling where the very center of your weight is over the feet. Once you feel it there, go ahead, wrap the arms back behind the thighs, giving a little hug into the legs, and then slowly straighten the legs out, let the arms release, and roll your way up to the top. Rolling the shoulders back, open the palms to face forward. Breathing in your mountain pose here. On your next inhale, let's go ahead, reach the arms up. And we'll lift onto the toes. Feel a little stretch in the feet and ankles. You can lift a little bit higher. And on your next exhale, release the heels to the mat. Let the palms come together in the center. And we'll take a little lean into a crescent side stretch. Bringing it back up to the middle and off to the other side. Make your way back up center. Exhale, reach down to the mat. Let's fold. Bend the knees if you like. Release it up halfway now. So coming to a flat back, we're gonna let the arms stretch out back behind us. Inhale to bend the knees. Reach your way all the way back up. Coming up to the toes. Lift a little higher. Heels come down. Palms together. And this time we'll take it back for a back bend. Reach the arms away. And then release, forward fold. Hands all the way to the mat. Let's step the feet back, downward facing dog. Go ahead, bring the knees down to the ground now. We'll flatten out the feet. And the right leg's gonna lift. Give a little circle of the hips. So bending that knee, open up to the side. And bring it back closed. And we'll take one more circle, the leg open. And then let the foot come down long, all the way to the mat behind you. Tucking the toes, give a press through that heel. We're gonna come still, move the foot to come in line with the other foot. And that bottom leg, the foot's gonna come outside the mat. So swivel it open so that you can come into a little side plank there. Let the leg lift up into your gate pose. Circle out wrist and ankle. Lovely. Let's bring that foot back down. Let the hand come down. Turning your way back over to the middle. Knee down. Press it back. Child's pose. 3 long breaths. On your next breath, go ahead, lift up hands and knees. Left leg comes out long behind this time. Press through the heel. Give a stretch to that leg. Releasing off the mat, we're going to bend the knee, lift that leg up, and take a big circle around. Open the hip. Let it close again. And then lift it back up and back. Circle around again. Stretch the leg out. Bring the foot to the ground. Moving that foot in line with the other. And that right foot is coming out outside the mat. Open to your kneeling side plank. If that feels good, taking it up to your gate pose. And circle out wrist and ankle. Perfect. Bring the hand down, bring the leg down, back into center. Tucking toes. Lift it up, down dog. Take a little walk with the feet. Bringing legs still, and we're going to lift up onto the toes to really stretch through the feet. Press into the palms. Let's bend the knees. Let the chest reach back toward the thighs. You're doing a little squatty down dog, really feeling that stretch between the shoulder blades. Take a look forward. Let's come out of this, stepping the left foot forward between the hands into your runner's lunge there. So looking forward, just take a breath. Let the body adjust there. Feel the length from the top of the head all the way out through that back heel. Let the knee come to the mat. Flatten the foot. Let's lift to our low lunge. Reaching high. And we'll take it a little bit deeper, dropping hands onto the back. And take a little back bend into your crescent. Gaze comes up to the ceiling. Release the lunge as the hands come down on either side of the foot. And we're going to straighten that front leg. Let the hips shift back over the heel into your half split. Take a couple breaths, gazes down at the mat here. And then we'll go ahead, bend the knee again, tuck the back toes, and step the left foot back through to down dog. Let's take our gentle sun salutation. So coming to the knees, we're gonna shift the weight forward over hands, let the chest come down and belly to the mat. On an inhale, let the chest and belly lift up into your cobra. Gently release back to the mat. Tucking the toes, come up through the knees and up to down dog. Looking forward, step it up into your forward fold. Take a couple breaths there, just extending through the back of the legs. Bend the knees here if you like. And a slow roll to the top. Really take your time uncurling with this one. Take a big breath in, we're gonna reach up. And exhale, roll the arms back, opening the shoulders up. Take a breath up. And exhale back. One more. And back. Lovely. Coming down to your forward fold again. Inhaling to halfway lift, flat back. And on your exhale, reach the arms back and behind. Inhale, lift all the way up. And come up onto the toes, rising long. Let's bring the hands to the heart. We'll bend the knees. Let the hips reach down over the heels in your toe balance pose. Keep that chest lifting up. Once you feel nice and stable, maybe try a little opening with the arms. Beautiful. Bring it back to the middle. Let the hands to the mat. And we'll step just the left foot back. Coming back to that runner's lunge. Take a couple breaths there, just extending out the whole line of the body. Release the knee to the mat, flatten the foot. Let's lift up into our low lunge. Taking it to crescent, drop the hands to the waist. Give yourself a lean back, supporting that low back into the back bend. Breathe. Release the back bend, reach toward the mat. And we'll slowly straighten that front leg. Let the hips shift back. Breathing into that hamstring in half split. Perfect. Let's bend the knee, walk the hands back around the foot. Tucking the toes, we'll walk that right leg back and press to your down dog. Take a couple breaths, just extending out. And on your next breath, go ahead, look forward. Let's step up toward the top of the mat, coming to your forward fold. Slowly roll it up. Inhale, reaching high. On your exhale, let's step the right foot back. Bend that front knee, come to your warrior one. Don't feel like you have to sink in really deep. Just feel where you feel strong. Where does your chest feel open? Let the arms reach out. Let's bring hands down to the mat and start to straighten that leg as much as you can. Let the chest sink down over the thigh. If this is too deep, you can try just bringing the hands up on the leg. Let the back go long. Just one more long breath. And we'll bend the knee. Walk the hands back up on the leg. Stay leaned forward a little bit. Just bring the hands onto the thigh. Reaching the chest out long in front. Lift your way out. Straighten that leg. And take a big stretch up. On your exhale, we're going to open the arms and move to our warrior two. So the back foot's going to turn to come parallel to the back of your mat. Let the hips open to the side as you bend that front knee. Beautiful. Take a little lean forward over the thigh. Reach the arm out long and relax in your extended side angle. Bring the hand back behind you. So let's bend the elbow to bring the top of the hand onto the low back. Just a little extra opening in the shoulder. And then go ahead, release that hand back down and over. Both hands to the mat. Let's tuck the back toes. Take a step back to your down dog. We're gonna walk with the feet if you like, or just hold still in the pose. Let's go ahead, walk the right foot forward between the feet, the hands. Back foot comes down flat. Lift your way up, and we'll bend the knee to our warrior one on this side. Take a little shoulder opening here, rolling arms back and open, and sweep back up. Moving through again. Lift up and let the legs straighten. Bending forward, coming to our pyramid, so you can bring the hands to the leg or down to the mat. Bend the knee a little if it feels better. Bend the knee here. We're gonna walk the hands up on that thigh. Press into the leg, stretch forward as far as you can. And then go ahead, lift yourself back out. We're gonna open to warrior two again. So back foot comes parallel to back of the mat. Open out to the side. Arms are long. Look out over those right fingers. Go ahead, release to your side angle. So arm comes onto the thigh. Reach that left arm long. Extended side angle pose. One more breath. Let the hands come down either side of the foot. Tucking back toes. And we'll step the right leg back. One more little walk out and down to hawk. Go ahead, release the knees down to the mat. And we'll come seated. Let the legs come out long in front of you. Sit up nice and tall over the hips into your staff pose. Big breath to reach up, stretching as long as you can through the upper body. And on your exhale, fold it forward. So don't feel like you have to reach your feet. You can come down to the shins or wherever feels good. Just make sure you're extending long through the spine as much as you can. Your thighs want to tense up here. Just tell them go soft. Let yourself relax in the fold. And we'll roll our way up. Let's take the right knee into the chest. Give it a little hug. Go ahead, step the foot to the outside of the left knee. And we're going to twist out toward the right in our half Lord of the Fishes. So you can either wrap that left arm in front of the leg or hook it to the outside if you want a little bit deeper twist, pressing that elbow into the side of the leg. Gaze is out over the shoulder and your breath is steady. Release back to the middle. Let's leave that knee bent. Move the foot to the inside of the thigh there. And take another fold over the leg, this time reaching out toward the left leg or foot. Again, remind that thigh to relax. Roll your way back up. And taking legs out long, give them a little shake. Loosen up those hips. Let's take it to the other side. Left knee into the chest, give it a hug. And we'll step the foot outside the knee. Take a twist to the left, hand coming behind the hip. Hook that right elbow to the outside of the knee. And just breathe and relax in that twist. If it feels good, try twisting in a little more. And go ahead, release the twist now. Let that foot come to the inside of the right thigh, sitting up nice and tall like staff. And we'll fold over the leg. Relax your thigh.
You're my favorite, but we're fading, you're my favorite.
Gently release, rolling up. And we'll release that leg. We'll walk the feet up in front of us, hip width apart. Take a little rock side to side. Go ahead, come still. Let's cross the ankles now. Coming into our easy pose. Take a breath, open the arms out wide to a T. We're gonna shift the rib cage over to one side, reach as long as you can, and then let the hand come down. Take a big side stretch. Try and keep that opposite hip down on the ground. If it's coming up, walk the hand in closer to the body until you can come down. Let that top hand come down onto the floor. And we'll walk into the center, release into a fold. Just breathe, let the hips relax. We'll roll our way up from there. Open out to your T again. Stretch as long as you can over the other way. Let the hand down. And a big side stretch out. Lift it back up into the middle. And we're just going to cross the opposite leg in front, coming to easy pose on the other side. And then walk the hands forward again. Take one more fold. So feeling the difference in the stretch in this hip as opposed to the other. Not bringing any critical thoughts on the body, but just noticing the little imbalances we all naturally hold. Take one more long, full breath here. And on your next inhale, roll your way up. And we'll make our way down onto our backs. Roll the shoulder blades under so you're nice and flat on the ground. And we'll just pull both knees into the chest. Give a little rock side to side. Taking a spinal twist from here, let's let both knees fall to the left. The right arm is going to open up and we're going to turn to look right. Just let your body sink and relax down here. Gently bring it back up to the middle. And let's roll off to the other side. Knees falling right. The arm and the head turn left. Let your body go soft in this twist. Letting yourself unwind from the day. Letting the responsibilities, the expectations roll off you here. This is your time to relax. On your next breath, we'll come out of the twist, walking feet onto the mat. Take a big breath, stretch the arms up long overhead, stretching the whole body out. Exhale, relax the arms there, and we'll let the legs go out long. You can stay nice and open like this, let the feet fall open, or you can let the arms come down to your sides, palms facing up. Moving into your relaxation and your Shavasana pose. Take a couple breaths, just letting yourself go heavy here. Let the body sink down heavy. Let your breath come steady. Bringing your focus here onto this present moment. Letting each little muscle in the body relax and soften down. We'll take a moment again to think on our intention of generosity. And ask yourself, how can I be generous this week? A lot of times with generosity, we start to think about money, volunteer work, but it doesn't have to be anything big, not even anything tangible. Your generosity of heart comes from time spent, maybe words given, or even silence given, listening to someone who needs someone else to lean on. The Buddha said, a generous heart, kind speech, and compassion are the things which renew humanity. When you're feeling the busyness, the challenges, the stress, you can actually find renewal in giving generously, either to yourself, to someone else, or even to nature, like working in the garden. So maybe just take this time to find a small way you'd like to build that capacity for generosity in this coming week. And once you focus that intention, seal it in your heart, and then let your mind be clear, returning just to the breath and the heaviness of your body on the mat. Fully supported by the ground beneath you. Fully at rest. Give yourself this time of stillness and calm. Feel free to stay right here in Shavasana as long as you would like. If you're ready to end here, go ahead, begin to bring some gentle movement back in the body. Stretching the hands and feet. Reaching the arms out overhead. Stretching all the way fingertips to toes. Let the feet walk up onto the mat. And gently turn over to one side. Take a moment there in your fetal position just to readjust. And whenever you're ready, slowly make your way back up to seated. Give the neck a couple stretches by rolling the head, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, and out all the way to the other side. Coming to stillness then, we'll just bring the hands to prayer over the heart. Feeling gratitude and respect for ourselves. Into the heart. Let yourself feel grateful for this time on your mat. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you have a wonderful and restful night. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night.